We're here at the Coos Art Center interviewing John Kennedy, who has a very interesting named installation called Sell a Phone Rap. John, why don't you explain what this is all about?
Well, this is a collaboration with my partner Robert Martin, a video artist and sound designer. And the concept comes from the idea of making art with cell phones. And Robert invited me to, as part of an exhibition in Los Angeles, to create music with cell phones, not from so much a melodic or regular rhythmic kind of stuff, but just sound. So what we did is we sampled about an hour's worth of sounds created by cell phones vibrating in various things like pianos and drums and such, and then created a soundtrack basically behind his video. And his videos are like my soundtracks are distortions of the cell phone. His video are distortions really of the event itself that took place in Los Angeles about 2 months ago.
Now, I noticed as I was looking, you have an instruction here so that people can actually get involved. What does that involve? What would people need to do?
Well, basically, the piece is an improvisatory piece. I mean, right now, Robert is improvising on his video mixer. The images are being fed in straight, but he's able to distort them as he sees fit, and he's also playing with the sound. In this case, the audience can come by, dial in on one of the cell phones, and what they'll hear is resonances in the Arabic rick and the frame drum over there. And then those can be fed into the main mix. And if we choose to, we can record it and then keep it in the constant mix throughout the evening.
Stop taking my picture. Pushing the camera in my face. You take off all your clothes. I'll take your picture.
This is called Gossip. This piece is called Gossip. It's interactive. I've been doing interactive pieces for about 2 years, and
what secrets are you hiding?
It's all about.
Is your hair really that curly?
Beyond that, I have 4 pieces at the Long Beach Museum of Art now through October 5th, and they're all sound art pieces. You can go over there and take a look at that. They're open 11 to 5. Put a plug in. But this is the 5th year I've done this. It's really fun. I think it's the largest sound art show in the U.S. probably. Yeah.
What's been some of the reactions?
Well, that's the best thing about art, you know, doing these, is you do the pieces, you have a concept of what you're doing, and then you come down and you just kind of, you know, let the thing unfold and let people interact with the pieces. And sometimes you like to see if they get what your idea was. Other times, people come up with things you didn't even think of. So.
You've heard the movie, this is a real thing.
So, and these interactive pieces are great because everybody just kind of takes off on them. It's kind of like karaoke art, I guess.
And basically what's going on is, of course, people are speaking at one.
They're speaking with that pair, and this pair are repeating it, like Gossip.
Street, and then we're going to just walk across the street to the train.
Okay. We're going to get on the train?
No, we're going to get on the bus.
This is called Overheard, field recordings of conversations overheard on public transportation in Los Angeles and New York by Dean Jean Hester. We interviewed her during our behind the scenes. Gene, so we interviewed you during the behind the scenes, and it's been interesting to see the setup. What's been people's reactions?
People are like laughing and saying, "Can you believe what they're saying? Did you hear that?" I mean, they're kind of like, "What? What?" And some people have been saying, "Oh, that reminds me of something I heard. You know, I heard this person go blah 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 blah." You know, and there's been a couple of families here. The kids just wanted to hear everything, and
when you were recording these, I mean, was it very surreptitiously, or was it pretty out in the open?
Well, I mean, when you do field recordings, you wear these little binaural microphones, which are really tiny, and I just had them on my headphones, so I just look like anybody else walking around with my headphones on, listening to my iPod. But you know, I was listening to them.
Did anybody like figure it out?
No. I mean, you know, in public transport, it's amazing because, like, in public space, people will say and do anything, and yet nobody looks at each other, so you don't even notice what people around you are doing. You sort of feel like you have your little bubble or something. And people said all kinds of amazing things, and nobody even looked at me. I was standing right next to them, and they're going on about how they hate their boss or whatever. You know.
Tell us again your website.
www.divestudio.org. DIVESTUDIO.
Well, the idea is to collect personal experiences from people that come through, whether they share a truth, a hope, a secret, or a lie. And basically the idea came from feeling a real disconnect with what's going on with me and my friends, as opposed to what's going on the national level. So I wanted to gather information from people here and eventually sew it all into a flag. And so I'm thinking about if I have these little tools, then people can whisper, and then the words get written down. And to me, there's an interesting juxtaposition between the privacy and the intimacy of the whisper and the very public icon of a flag. So I'm hoping to gather enough material, enough things that people share with me to make a great big flag.
Okay. So, all right. So I'm going to do one of these, and what do I need to talk to you through this.
Yep.
Is that right? Okay. All right.
Do you ever watch that? Do you have cable? I was going to say, I don't know about
Me too.